All right, guys, we're very excited to be here today on the very first episode of the podcast. We're thinking of calling this podcast Braille Drop
I like it.
because we're standing on top of the Braille Drop, and we're not even standing. We're actually sitting. And we have no idea how to do a podcast. We have no idea how to do a podcast, so we're sorry about how bad this is going to be amazing.
I'm ready.
And we're here today with our first guest, Will Cortez. And why don't you just introduce yourself and tell everything about your whole life? I think we're going to go over your entire life story.
All right, here we go again. Part 2.
Yeah, we did this once already, by the way, so we're just going to roll through it again because we didn't actually have mics and stuff. Now
Yep.
we're real professionals.
We're professional.
He's got his official Olympic jersey on for those of you who are listening to this podcast and cannot see.
Yeah, and I'm Will Cortez, obviously on the Mexican team. I'm stoked to be on that team, but not really sure what to go on about. Should I start from the beginning or?
I'll probably just ask you a bunch of questions. So when were you born?
Okay. It was a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Called Texas, right?
Texas.
Texas.
So I was born in El Paso, Texas, and it was in 1997. So I'm 22.
1997?
Barely a 90s baby.
So
the
you're
cutoff.
22 years old. Wow. That's amazing. Okay. I've literally been skating longer than you've been alive. I just realized that. It made me feel really grandpa-ish. Okay. Okay, good. So how did you find or how did you start skateboarding? What was that very first experience?
So like I said in the last video, so my aunt actually asked me if I wanted a skateboard, but I'm a spoiled brat. So my aunt asked me for my cousin's birthday because she's going to get him one for his birthday. And she asked me and I was like, nah, I'm okay. I'm good. And then she's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. It's okay.
Because what were you into?
I'm just like a sports freak. I love sports, like everything sports. I was in soccer, I was in football, I was in wrestling, I was in a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
My dad wanted me to see what I liked.
Okay.
So, but when she asked me like a third time, she was like, are you sure this is the last time? And I was like, okay. Like, why not? Like, nothing to lose. It's not my birthday. It's not like I'm missing out on anything.
It's not my birthday. You're like, I'm trying everything else. I may as well toss a skateboard in there.
So as soon as I like got the board and like started skating, that was it. I was hooked. I was on the hook.
Amazing.
Yeah. And
then how did you learn? So this is all in El Paso, Texas.
yeah, all in El Paso.
So you just got a board. Is there a skate park there? Were there people there to help you?
So my dad, like, he's very protective. So like he's like, okay, we got all the pads and like he like held my hands. Like,
Yeah.
When I was first starting, I was on like a Yu-Gi-Oh Walmart board.
Oh
So
yeah.
It was kind of rough.
Sketch.
Yeah, sketch. Cruddy bearings. But we went to the skate park and it was just like basically a slab of concrete at a park that they threw some what are those ramps called? Prefab?
Yeah.
Yeah, some prefabs on there.
Yeah.
And like at the time I was like, this is awesome. I want to go here every day. Like it was so
you did
cool.
like it.
Yeah,
Like right off the bat.
Yeah, right off the bat. I like loved it. And it was also because my cousins were into it.
Yeah.
And they're I'm super competitive.
Yeah.
And they like got it really quick because they were old. They're 5 years older than me.
Okay.
So it was like they were so mature they could just pick it up.
Yeah,
And
they were
me, I
doing
was, like,
tricks.
lost in the sauce.
I know how that goes.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar with me, actually. My brother is 3 years older, and I mean, when I was learning how to skateboard, there was nobody to really show me. But then later on, he started, and he was like, yeah, doing tricks and stuff. I was like, okay.
All right.
We got to learn this. Okay, so do you think for kids that are picking it up that if they don't like their first day, they're like, oh my gosh, I love skateboarding, that they should keep going?
Yeah, for sure.
Because it might get funner later.
Yeah, it's definitely like there's like a peak area where like you get to a certain point and then you're just like, nope, this is where you become like a skateboarder.
Yeah.
Like but you have to get there, and it's usually after like the first hard fall. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
you think so?
Yeah, like if you make it past that, like,
Oh, I see what you mean.
because like a lot of people,
Yeah.
they can like pick it up really quick and they could be really good at it, and then like they take that first fall and they're like, I don't want to skateboard anymore.
Yeah.
So then you know if you're a skateboarder or not. And
if you kept going past your first hard fall, you're initiated into the skateboard climb.
I think that's usually how it works, like, because whether you like it or not, you know, like if you
like
can
it
get
enough
past
to
it,
go through that pain.
yeah, that pain like drives you. So
Yeah, it's funny because when you're street skating, you get the security guards that are like, "I used to skateboard, broke my leg, never again."
yeah, so then they're not actually.
They're not.
Just
That guy's not a
they're
skater.
fake. They're fake skaters.
He's
Posers.
a liar.
Poser.
Okay, so then
Hardly
you
know him.
started skating in El Paso, Texas on these little prefab ramps, and then somehow in between there, you became a vert skater.
Okay, so from El Paso, like there's some really good, like El Paso's blowing up on skate, like everything.
Right now?
Yeah, right now, because
Whoa.
they
'Cause
like
of you.
build. No, not. I wish.
Thank you,
I
Will
wish.
Cortez, for helping everybody in El Paso learn how to skateboard.
I wish that'd be sick, but they have like a really good organization called, I think, El Paso Skateboard Association.
Yeah.
And the guys there are super cool, and they're just like get all the kids motivated to like clean up the parks and like build the parks, and they like really are growing a community there and building a lot of parks. They even,
Wow.
what they're doing is they're building ditches into parks.
No.
Yeah. So like,
Shout out those guys.
I know, it's so sick. They'll just put like, so instead of like a bank, they'll put trannies on the bottom, like
Yeah.
into it, and then they'll also like just like maybe it's like a square pocket. They'll have like kind of like a bowl almost.
So they're basically doing like real skate. They're making like DIY skate spots, but they're making
Yes.
real skate parks.
Yes.
Like sanctioned, like, because for those of you who don't know, there's like all these skaters will get together and they'll find this like empty parking lot and they'll build ledges, they'll build quarter pipes, and then the city finds out and they come and destroy it.
Yes.
But
so
they're like sanctioned by the city.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what's happening, because like, you know, obviously they'd get taken down, especially
Yeah.
in a ditch, like that could be dangerous.
Yeah.
So
Little bit.
like obviously they don't, like, no one's gonna go skate when it's raining crazy outside.
Yeah.
So you don't go skate a ditch, like,
You got water in the ditch
yeah,
when it's raining.
Yeah.
But it only rains in El Paso, Texas once every 7 years.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I feel like we need to like do a whole video series on this.
Of El Paso?
Yes.
I think that would be actually great, because El
Same.
Paso has some really, like, they're growing so fast. Like, you know, Phoenix has like a really good.
Yes.
Obviously, California is the best skate like culture, and then like I think Phoenix might be like, or Arizona has a really
Yeah.
good culture too.
Those happy medium guys.
Yes,
They're
and
going.
then El Paso has like they're trying to keep up, like trying to get to like that Phoenix like vibe. So I think it'd be a really good idea to go down there, and they have good
Let's go,
parks.
Texas.
Texas.
Texas hot.
Texas is the reason.
That's right. That's right. Delicious barbecue. I
Oh,
went to
yeah.
Texas once and every meal was barbecue.
And Chico's, shout out Chico's Tacos.
Okay, good. So then where did the vert skating come in? I'm not sure if I'm lost or you're lost.
Oh, so I started skating bowls, like kind of like 6 foot, 10 foot, like not really doing vert skating, but like doing early grabs and doing bowl skating. And my parents got divorced, so I had to move with my mom, and she lived in Dallas. When I
Okay.
moved to Dallas, there's a Woodward there, and they had a vert ramp.
Whoa.
And-
Is there still a Woodward there?
No, it was in the
anymore.
mall. It was so awesome.
Yeah.
Legoland, I don't like you because you took my skate park away from me. It's not your fault, but
They're just trying to do Legos. It's okay.
I know. But that place, it looks sick actually, but I don't like it because they took my skate park.
Yeah.
But that skate park it had a vert ramp, and it had like bowls, a street course, a mini ramp. It was like the best skate park
Wow.
I've ever, like, I wish it was
Still
doing-
there.
Yeah. And I met my mentor there. His name's Chris Wilkinson. He skates vert, and he's been a part of the scene for like forever. I don't
Shout
know.
out Chris Wilkinson.
And he like took me in under his wing and taught me how to skate vert.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, I was just a little bratty Mexican kid. And but luckily it worked out, and I'm hyped. I got to skate vert from like 12 or 13.
And what size of ramp was this?
13.
13-foot full-on vert ramp. So you went from skating 6 foot or 10 foot, which is already big. Like in my estimation, the mini ramp that we have here at the Braille House, the small part is 3 feet and the big part is 4 feet. So we're not even up to the smallest part that you were.
I mean, you got some gnarly vert over there.
Yeah, we got the vert wall, but that's like, we're going to turn on that and that's about it.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to me because especially working with new skaters, dropping in on the 3 foot is terrifying for them. So for you to just go to like, oh, I'm going to go to a 6 foot or a 10 foot and do some early grabs, that's like, to me, very interesting, fast, crazy progression.
I mean, it didn't happen overnight, so
Right.
It takes time, and especially by myself, like I didn't have anyone helping me. Like if
That's
I
the
had a
thing.
coach, I would be so much better.
Yeah.
Because like with all the sports that I've done, when I had a coach, like I progressed super quickly.
Right, because they've been through it.
Yeah,
they're
they
helping
tell
they're
you
telling
exactly
you what
what
to
you
do.
need to do, and like with skating, if I had that, that would be so sick.
Yeah, and with Vert, it's not like there's a lot of tutorial videos out there. There's a ton of tutorials for how to kickflip, but I don't know that there's even a how to skate vert ramp series.
Which we should work on.
We need to do it. And I'm trying to learn some vert tricks myself. Personally, I'm terrified of it. I'm trying to make a video part where I do every obstacle, like handrails. By handrails, I mean handrail 1. And then like a trick on vert. And then, every kind of different obstacle there could be. But I think it would be cool to do a tutorial video series of how to skate vert, like the vert basics.
Yes, basics. But
there's a mental barrier to this.
there is a mental barrier, as we saw yesterday. Glow and Uzi trying to drop in at
Basically,
Fremont.
they went to Fremont, and we'll try to teach Glow and Uzi how to drop in.
They literally did the harder side. So like
What's the harder side?
the harder side was the smaller side.
No.
I swear. The
There's
smaller
something
side,
wrong with your brain.
No, I'm telling you, because it's so much tighter. So the smaller side has it's so tight. Like you drop in and you're like boom at the bottom. The bigger side is has more of a cushion. You can just relax, chill. But
if you
it's bigger,
fall-
so it's scarier.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But
It's
if you
bigger,
fall-
so it's scarier.
If you fall on the tight one, you're gonna go to flat too. It's a couple different feet, and that one is boom, and that one you can get whipped out more, I guess.
yeah,
because-
these are the kind of things I need to learn.
Yes.
The world needs to learn this.
Yes. We need more vert skaters.
On the mega ramp, we took Will to the mega ramp at Bob Burnquist's house. Shout out Bob Burnquist.
Yes.
And the quarter
Legend,
pipe,
goat.
legendary Bob Burnquist. The quarter pipe at the end is 30 feet tall. But for some reason, when I was just going and doing kick turns, I was like, this is the safest quarter pipe I've ever ridden. Yes.
That's why I like it. It's so just mellow.
It's so mellow. It's so massive, but it's literally a building. But
Yeah.
dropping in on that, I don't know if I could do it. It's just that mental block. I feel okay, let me put it this way. I feel like I could do it, but I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could make myself mentally commit to that.
Yeah. It's just building up to it. If you go step by step, it's a lot easier than just going for it.
Yeah. This is
But-
what I teach people in the Skateboarding Made Simple series. But how
Yeah.
do you step by step up to a 30-foot quarter pipe?
Well,
You drop in
I
on a
mean,
vert
it's a
ramp.
pretty big gap from a vert ramp to a mega ramp.
Yeah,
but
so it
there's
goes
mini
from
mega,
13
there's mini
feet.
mega, and that's 18 feet.
Oh.
So that's
Oh,
close.
really?
Yeah.
We're going to Mini Mega.
Woodward.
We're going. Woodward East. Let's go.
Yes. Or Elliot's. Elliot's has one. That one.
Elliot's?
I want to go skate that one.
Where's
Since-
that?
Elliot's son. You don't know? Do you know who he is?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he's
Yeah, I know who he is, of course. Come on.
dude. He's like
The name sounds familiar. I'm
he's
sure.
a legend, and he's so good at skating. He's vert and he skates mega. He's got a Rockstar Energy compound at his house.
Where is his house?
It's kind of close to Bob's. It's in Vista.
Oh, wow. So there's literally 2 mega ramps in Vista?
Yeah, that's awesome, right?
That's amazing.
And no other mega ramps anywhere else.
In the whole world. The world of mega ramps. Okay. Wow. We just really got far off topic. but
yeah. Talking about Dallas, and now we're here.
That's what happens. Okay. So your mentor teaching you how to skate a vert ramp in the mall. And then what happened?
So from there,
We're going forward to the Olympics, people. Just I don't even know if we mentioned that very briefly.
I think we did. Maybe.
We got a possible future Olympian on our hands, and we'll go through the whole like how that works. But go ahead and continue with the story of your life.
From there, that park got closed, and we would go to Plano Plano, Texas. That's where there was another park. It was like a rollerblader park, really.
Okay.
But they had a vert ramp, and they had a foam pit, and they had like a bunch of really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like really cool, really good park. And I skated there for a while. And when I started skating there, that's when I like got sponsored. Like it was pretty quick. Like I moved to Dallas, and I got sponsored in 2 weeks.
First sponsor.
First sponsor.
Who was it?
It was Entropy Skateboards.
Nice.
Yes. They're not like a company anymore.
They're not with us anymore. Like many skateboard brands, they come and go.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, there's a place for them.
Yeah. But that was such a cool company. They took me like everywhere around, bowl skating competitions all over.
So you started competing then. This is your
Yeah.
first like, okay, I'm got a sponsor, which is a big deal, right? The first sponsor is a big deal.
Yeah, I think so. Like it kind of like pushes you forward into like more.
What was that like for you?
It was awesome getting free stuff, winning contests. I was like, peace out. I'm leaving school early. I'm going to go skate in Austin, and I'm going to go to Houston. I'm going all over Texas. I'm going like Oklahoma.
And I'm getting free stuff. How old are you at this point?
So I was like 12 or 13, and 13, that's when I started like traveling. And I did that pretty much. Once you start traveling, or for me, I like loved it. And I was like, I got to go to the next contest. Got to go to the next place.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So that park in Plano closed.
Yeah.
And that sucked because that was our only vert ramp. And then there's a gentleman named Michael Crum.
Shout out Michael Crum.
Mm-hmm. He is a vert legend as well. And he is...
Oh, that name sounds familiar. I grew up watching 411, and I feel like he has tricks in there. 411 Video Magazine number 10, maybe.
Probably.
Let's go.
He's from Dallas. And he has a nonprofit that he started. It's called 4 Down. It's like 4 Dallas, pretty much.
Okay.
And they opened like right after that one, the other part closed. And I started skating there like once a week for like till I was pretty much like 20.
So the parks you had around you was a big factor in your progression on the skateboard.
Yeah. If it was closer to my house, because I live like an hour away.
Yeah.
So like it was only like a once a week type of thing. The kids nowadays, they have like anything they want to go skate. Like I'm gonna go skate it. Like in their vicinity. Like, dude, I had to go like an hour drive every week, and my mom like couldn't take me because we weren't like rich or anything. So she couldn't take me every day.
Right.
So like it was only like a Saturday or Saturday Sunday like type of thing.
Right.
Where like that was the only days. So it's kind of like you have to relearn things when you go back.
Yeah.
And you like get something, and then you like have to relearn it again, and then you kind of like build like that.
Yeah, it's super important to consistently be going. It's funny you mentioned that, because I bet you there's going to be 12,000 kids in those comments that say, an hour? I would kill to have a park an hour away from me.
I bet.
The closest park is 15 days travel on a camel. Something like this, but it's going. They're going for it. So, yeah, but we are trying to get more parks built. It's interesting to me to hear, like, the skateboard company gets made, and then they go out of business. There's a new skate park, and then it goes out. Like, why do the skate parks close?
I don't know. Like just not enough people skating, or skaters don't like to pay to skate sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't like to pay to skate.
Nobody likes to
Nobody
pay to
likes
skate.
to pay to skate.
But if there were enough skaters, then it would really actually handle all of this, and there would be like, even if they have free skateboarding, they can sell decks or whatever they're selling to help fund everything.
Yeah, I think so. But I don't know that skateboarding pays for itself all the time. Like there's instances, but like skating itself doesn't always pay the bills.
Yeah, it's true.
And obviously we're like a lot of skaters aren't a fan of like scooters and rollerbladers and stuff. So like if you don't like let those guys in, like that could also affect your business.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fascinating, super fascinating. Yeah, it's interesting to me to like look back. I mean, I've been skating since I was 10. I'm 36 years old. That's 26 years. I actually started earlier than 10, but it's interesting to watch the industry go through the ebbs and
Yeah.
flows of it. And I always went, oh, that's so interesting. But there's, so we're trying to take responsibility to start in enough new people so that stops. And I think the Olympics is a huge part of that.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's gonna bring a lot of like attention to skateboarding.
Yeah.
Like snowboarding, it just kind of like blew up when
Yeah.
it went to the Olympics.
Do you know what I heard of how many people are supposed to watch this Olympics? No pressure, Will. Do you know how many people are supposed to watch it?
No.
5 billion people.
Wow.
Realize the population of planet Earth is 7 billion people. So that is a majority of the entire planet. So if you make it to the Olympics, no big deal. The entire planet's watching you.
It's fine.
You're so chill.
I like
That's
it.
fine.
I love.
You do?
I was always like the kid that like, cause I'm an only child, so like like I didn't have to get attention, but I always like wanted the attention. Like,
Yeah.
Cause I guess cause parents are working and like not friends having them over all the time.
Yeah.
So like I was always like the show off kid that I just want to like show off.
And
like,
you can
all the
handle
time.
that.
Yeah, I love the more pressure, like the better.
Wow.
And it also is better for me because not everybody can handle that pressure. And
Yeah.
I can handle it. So like I perform better when I'm under pressure.
Well,
like if
well done.
we were playing basketball yesterday and like I suck at basketball,
Yeah.
but I didn't lose because I was making threes all day. And I suck at basketball, but the pressure's on and I just
You
I
do
got it.
better.
I do better, yeah.
That's amazing. I'm the exact opposite. If I go to a contest and they say, now dropping in is Aaron Cairo, I like hear my name and then people are looking at me. I can't land a kickflip to save my life. But where in practice, I could have been doing like tray flip, manny, whatever, and now I can't do anything. I don't know why.
I don't know.
You're going to have to help me with that, Will. Teach me how to skate vert and contests.
I'm down.
Okay, so you're learning how to skate. You basically had some legendary skateboarders helping you.
Yeah. I think so. Like, it's pretty incredible how, like, just influenced I was.
Yeah.
Like, if I didn't have those influences, I probably wouldn't have been able to get where I am now.
Yeah, and how open and willing these guys are to just say, like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, here's this kid. He wants to learn.
Very grateful to you guys. Yeah, so that kind of changed my world.
Yeah, I think it's an important thing to point out because not all skaters are like that.
Yeah.
Some skaters are like, oh, they see this kid who's good or could be good, has potential, and they're like hating on him.
Yeah.
You hear those stories too.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
It happens a lot in skateboarding. It's like a real cool club, and they don't really want other people to be part of it necessarily.
Yeah, that's kind of weird though. I like it's like a outlook or not a outlet for me.
Yeah.
So like when I'm mad or sad or angry or just happy, like I go skate.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of weird that if I don't know if maybe it's not for them, but like wouldn't you want someone to have that outlet as well?
Yes.
So I don't know. I just think that everybody should skate.
Same.
And-
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned happy, sad, any emotion you
Yeah,
can go skate. It's
yeah.
makes it better.
Yeah.
Makes it better. Okay, so then you're learning how to skate vert. You're learning more tricks. What was your first like big like air?
Air? Oh, that was like big air, like high.
Yes.
Overhead high, or like over coping.
I just feel like there's a certain like point where you go like in street skateboarding, it might be like your first handrail or your first like kickflip down a 10 stair or something. But what in the vert world, to me, that's like a big air. Something you're like, I'm kind of scared to do this, but I guess I can work my way up to it. Like the game changer for you.
I don't know. There's probably a bunch of different little ones that happened. Like I skated mega like at 13, like just the quarter pipe.
Yeah.
And like I did like a hand plant on it, and like that changed a lot. But then also when you hit like a certain point, like on airs, like there's like a 1 to 2 foot area, and then 3 to 4, and then like 5 to like up.
Wow.
So once you hit like different heights, like it's different types of airs and like really like pushing the limits. So
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a bunch of different things that like really affected that.
Have you ever done like a big air, like let's say big for me, we'll say like 5 feet above the coping
Yeah.
and then hit the deck?
Like clip?
Yes.
Well, I intentionally clip, but
So your
not really.
legs never landed on the deck and your upper body into the. I'm just trying to get it
No.
all out of the way, just
Like on grinds,
Yeah.
on grinds it can happen, but not like on airs. You kind of kick out. You more go to
Okay.
flat than clip.
Okay. Have you ever gone big and gone to flat?
Yeah, yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, I went flat so hard
At
Fremont.
Fremont?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's concrete too.
Yeah, and my foot was like, ugh, it's hard to get out.
You got to watch that.
But yeah, I haven't ever clipped. I'm pretty safe when if I see the coping pretty close, I'm like, nah.
You're out of there.
You get like a certain body awareness that helps you to oh no, this isn't the one.
Cat-like reactions.
Yeah, and I'm pretty safe when I skate. I'm not like a huge risk taker.
Yeah.
I just know what I can do, and if I don't see it or feel it,
Yeah, you're
I'm
out. You're over that. That's interesting. How do you know that?
probably just by doing it all the time, you get different looks, you get to see it differently and whatnot.
Okay. Any
Like
major
in street,
injuries?
like if you not feeling it, you're like, I'm gonna hop off this rail and jump off.
Yeah, well, it's funny to me. What I've noticed over the many years of skateboarding is if I'm feeling like I'll be skating a spot that I could skate, I've skated it 1,000 times, and if I'm starting to get really tired, overly exhausted, and I don't have enough food, I start to go, this is where I get hurt.
Yeah.
So let me just step out of this.
Yeah. There's a certain point where your just body can't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
And you just have to know that, your limits. I've been skating 8 hours today. I can keep going. No, you gotta chill out.
Chill.
Yeah.
Have you ever filmed a video part?
No, I'm more like contest. I like the pressure and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like skating by myself, but I'm down. Every time I go skate, I just get so hyped on skating.
Yeah.
And having fun that I just don't even think about filming. And that's why I have no video footage at all.
No video footage of Will Cortez. If you search him on YouTube, you will find nothing.
Just one as a 10-year-old boy.
It's funny because I interviewed Andy Anderson. He said a very similar thing. He has video parts and he does film them, but he's kind of like, a video part trick, you can do it over and over and over until you get it perfect. But in a contest, you only have that 45 seconds. You got to get the run perfect, and the pressure is on you.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is why I love video parts. This is a different world. It's a totally different world. Okay, so then you're progressing, you're learning more, and then more sponsors? What happened?
Oh, yeah. So I got on Demon Seed after Entropy. Actually, I got on this company called, I don't even remember. I was only on there for 6 months. But something happened with Now Skateboards. Something happened with the owners, and they had some beef. I don't want to talk about it too much because that's on them. They split up, and one of the owners is my best friend.
Yeah.
So she hopped out of the company, and I just was like, okay, I'm going with you. I don't want any beef anymore.
Not trying to get in the middle of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once I got off of them, Demon Seed picked me up, and they're from Florida, and it's basically like a Vert company.
Are they still around?
Yeah, they're
cool.
still around. They are awesome guys. Every time I go to Florida, they always hook it up, let me stay there, take me to spots, and they're so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they've helped me grow a lot since I've been on them.
Nice.
And
still getting boards from them.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I literally, Wade is the guy that owns it, and I literally call him and I'm like, hey, I need an emergency package. He's like, all right, I'm shipping it tomorrow. And I get 4 or 5 whenever.
Wow.
So,
shout out.
Yeah. Thanks, Demon Seed. And they have another company called Keeping Vert Dead, and it's kind of ironic because it's keeping, we don't want people skating vert, but it's we do want people skating vert, we wouldn't want, we want more people to come and skate vert. So it's just opposite.
Yeah, well, it's a funny thing. Okay, now that you mentioned that, the whole Vert is dead thing, because Vert, I don't know how many people know this, who's watching this or listening to this podcast, Vert used to be the absolute biggest part of skateboarding, and then
It dropped off.
And now it's fascinating for the first Olympic Games 2020.
No vert.
There's no vert, but there is what they call park. You can correct me if I'm wrong on any of this, which is the bowl section, which is basically a bowl big bowl. There's a lot of different variations in there, but there's not just a standard vert ramp. So they do street, which is like the street course, and then they do what's called park, which is the bowl.
Yep, that is correct. And it's such a bummer because like I would love to do vert. Like
Yeah, it would be amazing to see vert.
and it's weird because you know why they didn't put it in?
Why?
It's probably because there wasn't enough girls that skate vert.
Really?
I think that's what it was because they need not. There's a bunch of girls that skate vert, but not all over. Like Africa and like Europe and China. Like
Don't have the girl vert skaters.
yeah. So
Shout out girl vert skaters. Can we
Yeah.
get some girl vert skaters, please?
Let's go. Let's get this in
Gosh.
the Olympics.
Well, that's really funny.
Yeah.
I heard that China is just like pulling kids from gymnastics and tossing them on skateboards.
They are. That is crazy. I actually got to help coach some of them at my work at
Yeah?
the California Skate Park training facility.
Shout out California Skate Park Training Facility.
Yes, thank you for my job.
It's a good job.
Yeah, and it's crazy. They just like throw them out there and make them skate.
They're like, you have good balance
Yeah.
because you're a gymnast. Ride a skateboard.
Yeah, but some of them they got really good really fast.
I
Like,
bet.
like a year, 2 years.
Wow.
They're getting really good.
So they've been going for a year and 2 years.
No, probably more than that. I don't know exactly, but from the time I saw them, it's been like a year or two.
Wow.
So,
That's amazing.
yeah.
Okay. The Olympics is such a fascinating thing. What has it been like? Well, I guess go through the whole thing of like, how do you know if you're going to be in the Olympics?
So it ends in May. That's when we'll know.
Okay.
And there's 3-person minimum or maximum per country.
Three
So, like,
people per country.
Yeah. So you
the
can't
U.S.
have more than 3.
Okay.
So like U.S. cannot have 4,
Okay.
no matter what.
Right.
So
And
I think
Mexico will have
Japan might be able to. I'm not sure about this rule, but I think they might be able to have 4 because they're hosting.
Okay.
But I don't know that they have 4 that will qualify.
Right.
I'm not sure.
And how does one qualify?
So to qualify, you have to go to these events and you have to place well. The points you get from those events gets you in a ranking system.
Okay.
And if you do well, then you'll top 20 or top 19 really, because Africa is going to get an automatic spot.
Okay.
Because
One spot.
they have to have one person per continent to like show the world.
Okay.
So top 19 is really what you have to get to. And if you get to that, then you go to the Olympics.
Wow, top 19. And so some of these contests were like in Rio had a contest. Did you
Yeah.
go to Rio?
Yeah, I've gone to everyone.
Everyone so far?
Yeah.
And you're planning on going to all the rest?
I'm going to try. It's like I don't have enough funds right now. I spent like all my money trying to like go to these ones. And I thought they were going to be the more important ones.
Yeah.
But the more important ones are near to come.
Peru is the next one, right?
Yeah, Peru. And then there's going to be like 2 in China and then 1 do tour.
Peru,
So
2 in China, and then do tour in the
that's
U.S.
all I've heard about. They might have more. I don't know. Street gets a bunch of them. They have like tons of contests.
Those street guys,
I
they're
know.
going. They're
They're
going
going.
for it.
Yeah. But
It's amazing to me that you're like actually like officially on a team
yeah.
and you can't afford to go to all the contests.
Yeah.
Like, does the country not like just say, hey, we got to send our guys, let's go?
So they said that like I got a bank account and they said that they would repay me,
Yeah.
but I have yet to get those funds. So they helped me with 1 hotel room in where was it? In Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
And then 1 hotel room in Dutor.
Wow.
But that was it. And I didn't really need the one in Dutor because I live.
You live there?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that works out.
Oh,
Otherwise, we're going
and
to have to
food.
be doing
They have help with food.
Oh, they hooked it up on the food.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not the travel, which is like most of it. Thousands of dollars.
Plane ticket,
Yeah.
right? Well, hopefully that works out. Otherwise, you guys are going to be seeing the GoFundMe.
Yeah. I actually did a GoFundMe too. And it got like 1,000, but like the total cost is going to be over like 20,000. So like I have like some debt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
So you're really going all in on this.
Yeah, I'm all in.
If you went to the Olympics and you were just there, how would it change your life?
Honestly, it would be just so dope just to be in like the Olympic what is it, the city?
Yeah.
Olympic City, where
Yeah.
they like have all the Olympians and stuff. Just to be able to like, oh, that's that person, and just to be on a stage that everybody's viewing me, that would be so really cool.
5 billion people are
Yeah.
now watching you ride a skateboard.
And
Don't
then
mess up. No pressure.
I hope I can do a kickflip.
Yeah. I probably shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
But you're the exact
blow out.
opposite. You'll
Yeah.
do like a double kickflip, indie grab, Smith grind, heel flip out.
Yeah, like 3,000 points on Tony Hawk.
Wow. What do you think it's going to do for skateboarding?
It's gonna definitely change it.
Good or bad? A lot of skaters
know.
hate this. They think it's going to be bad.
I think it's gonna be bad, but I don't. It's gonna be good and bad.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna change. I think the corporations are gonna pull it and take it a lot.
Really?
Like Nike and like Vans and
They're
like
kind of
all the
already
big-
in this.
yeah,
they're kind of already
in it.
doing this.
They're already in it, but also it's gonna bring more kids to skating.
Yeah.
And it's gonna make more skateboards be made. It's gonna people are gonna be paid more. Like athletes, their contracts are gonna go up. Like
Yeah.
marketing, it's gonna just really pump up the community.
Yeah.
But then also like who knows, maybe the companies are making the more money, and like I don't know where it's gonna go. But
It'll be an interesting journey.
there's definitely gonna be coaches now, so I'll get a better job coaching somewhere.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, like maybe coaching at where I am already at, but maybe
Yeah.
more kids come in. Like
Yeah.
who knows?
Coach Cortez.
Coach Cortez.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's so interesting to me. It's interesting to see what will happen if a lot of people do start skateboarding.
Yeah.
And how does that work? And new skaters learning, and then new parks coming up, and is it just gonna like explode? I do think it is gonna explode, and I think it will be good.
I think so. I think it'll have its ups and downs.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fascinating journey.
But who can predict the future? So
Not us.
not us. We just skate.
We're just gonna skateboard and we're just gonna be there. Wow. Okay, well, I'm really excited to see this journey.
Thanks.
Are you gonna go to Peru for sure?
No, I don't know yet.
You're trying to work that
I'm
out.
trying to work it out. But I have to tell you about how I got to San Diego to train.
Yeah, please.
Literally, it was insane. One, at New Year's, I was in Florida visiting my buddy Reef. He's a little Grom that skates so good.
Yeah.
Skates Vert. And I was just like, okay, I'm buckling down on skating and I'm going to move to California. I didn't tell anybody. And I just worked for 3 months straight, like working. I was coaching and I was working at the Rangers baseball stadium
Yeah.
with shout out the guys downstairs doing all the work because they told me to do this
Shout
long time
out.
ago.
The guys at the baseball stadium?
Yeah, the baseball stadium underneath. They like do all the merch and stuff. Those guys, because I worked with them for 3 months just building cash to be able to move.
Yeah.
And literally, I didn't tell anybody till 2 weeks before. And then I was like, all right, everybody, I'm leaving. And I told my mom, and she was like, I told my dad a couple weeks before,
Yeah.
just because so he'll know, because he doesn't live in Dallas. And then I told my mom because I didn't want to like
Freak her
freak
out.
her
Yeah.
out. And
Those moms.
I was like, boom, 2 weeks. And I like set out a date, and that's when I'm moving. Because there was a contest. It was pool party.
Yeah.
And pool party is like a big bowl contest. So I was like, I don't want to go there and come back and then go.
Yeah.
So if I do that, I'm not going to go.
Right.
And I needed to leave, like, because I needed to pursue skating and whatnot. So
Get out of your comfort zone.
get out of it, yeah. Because
Yeah.
over there, I was comfortable making bank. But so I moved, and like it was crazy just how quick it was. It was just like boom, and then I moved, and then I got a place, and like it was insane.
And so that's where you started working for a California training facility, or
Yeah.
that came later,
So
or right away?
I was gonna go work for the Padres because I was already working at the Rangers. I was like, oh, let me just go work for them.
Yeah.
Because I could just like move over because it's like the same company that
Oh,
hired
really?
me. And I went. Jimmy Coleman, he's like the announcer for X Games and stuff. He lives in Dallas.
Okay.
He was like, let me put you in contact with these guys and you should apply. So I applied, and like I went in for the job interview like right as I got there, and they were like, all right, when can you start? And I was like, oh shoot, like I have combi this weekend. I can start after combi. And they're like, okay, come in on Monday. So after
Explain what
combi,
combi is for those of them that don't know.
so pool party,
Like me.
Van's pool party is like one of the biggest bowl contests in the gnarliest bowl combi. It's in Orange County. and there's also another combi in Huntington Beach, and it is such a fun contest, and that's where like I was like trying to do good in, and I
Yeah.
actually did good. So
What place did you get?
I don't want to talk about it, but
What? Why?
I did okay. So
What do you mean?
for never skating that park, I
Yeah.
got into, so there's like a qualifier, and I got into like the second day.
Okay.
And then I got like 12th or something.
Yeah.
And then the year after that, I did a little better. But I don't really skate that park that much. So I was just happy to.
12th is good out of
Yeah.
how many people?
But there was like a lot of people. There was
Yeah.
like maybe 40 or something.
Yeah, out of some of these contests, it's crazy how many people. And those
Yeah.
40 skaters are really good skaters. It's
But
not like anybody's
there was like
going.
40 ahead of me. Or not like 20. I don't know. I don't know exactly where I was. But I did good for me, and I was stoked.
Yeah, it's all that matters.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. We got to have a contest here at the Braille House.
Yeah.
Import a bowl. Okay, any other stories you want to tell? I don't know if I got any more questions. I might be out of questions here at this point.
I don't know.
What
This
do we
one
do?
time
We
at
had worst
band camp?
injuries. Yeah. Worst injuries. We did your first sponsor. We did your current sponsors. Any other people you want to shout out or thank?
My parents, probably.
Yeah,
Thank
shout
you,
out
Mom,
parents.
Dad. I don't know. There's like something like on the tip of my tongue that I want to talk about, but I don't know. I guess thank you to the Braille House guys for bringing me out to Braille and letting me go to town on all this stuff and have fun.
Yeah,
we're
thanks for
going to
coming out
Berkeley.
and shredding. And we're going to go skate a vert ramp right now, which is extremely terrifying.
For him, not for me.
Let them know.
It's easy. You just gotta. Oh,
You got to get over the mental block.
yeah. So one thing about skating is 80% mental,
Yeah.
20% physical.
You think so?
Yeah.
How'd you come up with that exact percentage? The drop in?
No, like that's just, I don't know where I got that, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because I taught this kid how to drop in, and he was like, his parents were like, that is like the most uncoordinated, sport kid I've ever seen. Like he falls walking all the time, and like his arms flail like while he's skating. But I taught him how to drop in, and I was like, just mentally, you got this. So I was just like, you can do this.
Was he one of those kids that will just go for anything?
No, he was
Okay.
very scared.
He was scared.
Yeah, like he like his parents were like, oh my gosh, you got him to drop in.
Yeah.
And like I was like, yeah, dude, 80% mental, 20% physical. So that's how I know. It's all in your head.
It's true. It's true. It's funny. I was reading some of the comments when we were skating the mega ramp, and when I first just rolled into the bank, I screamed the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was just joking, actually. But then some comments were like, "It's so annoying how Aaron makes it seem like he's scared, but he can clearly do it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some things are like that, but some things are like legitimately like it's an unknown area. Like if you're going to
Yeah.
go to a skateboard and you've never done stairs and you stand at the top of those stairs, you're like, this is scary.
Yeah.
And your mind starts thinking, I could break my leg, I could
Yeah.
break my hip, I could break my arm. That's what, like on a vert ramp, I think like I could fall and die. But for real, I feel like it actually is kind of safer.
Vert?
Yeah, like in terms
Oh,
of like a
it's
big
so
ramp
much
that you can roll, you can slide in.
Yeah. If you ever see like older guys, they're never like really like 50, like not like 30 or 40. Like I'm talking like 50, 60-year-old guys.
Yeah.
They're not skating street. They're
Yeah.
skating bowl. Like
Right.
Like you never see them like, because it's so much safer. It's more forgiving. Like
Yeah.
and you know your limits on that. Like on street, like something bad happens, you're pretty toast.
Yeah, unless you're a manual skater, then you can. But some of these skaters, their career lasts like 2 years.
Yeah, because like impacts and like just one thing can happen, and you can.
Yeah, your whole body's toast.
Yeah, you're done. It's happened to me where I'm like, dude, this is it. This is the last I'm gonna skate, and usually it's on street, so
Yeah.
that's why I don't skate street that much. I skate it, but
Did you skate the street here?
Yeah,
Did you do
I
the
did.
handrail?
I did the square rail, and I did. That's all we skated last night, and then the drill block drop, Braille drop.
Braille drop.
Braille drop.
Into the quarter pipe. Drop. Okay, well, a huge thanks for being on our podcast, very first episode, episode number 1. This will go down in history as the first Olympian
Episode.
to be on the first episode for the first Olympics. There's a lot of firsts here today.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you are listening to it, thank you so much. If you're watching it, thank you so much. Leave a comment below if that's an available situation where you are, because we would really like to know who you would like us to interview, what you would like us to see, any ideas you have for this sort of a format. It's a brand new thing for us here at Braille Skateboarding. So thanks for coming along on this journey with us. And yeah, discussion topics. We could just talk to each other about certain discussion topics that you guys would like to hear about. Thank you so much. Signing off. Peace.